Hey everybody. So I was making video number 5 for our hardcore Ironman and realized that I lost like the first half of the video's footage. I'm not really sure what happened, it just stopped recording. But all that we've done since last episode was started a quest called Plague City, which if you ever played Runescape you know is a pretty short and easy quest that opens up one of the longest quest lines in the game. Um, Basically, East and West Ardone are split in half. The west side has a plague, and the east side does not. And a guy named Edmund wants you to rescue his daughter, Elena. So you sneak into the west side, and right now we're about to get clearance to go into a plague house to see if she's in there. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll meet you guys back in a minute. Right, so this guy, you have to talk to the clerk downstairs to be able to talk to this guy in here, Brevek. And he's like totally hungover. So some of the items that you needed to make a hangover cure are chocolate milk and snape grass. Um, so yeah, you're just gonna make him a quick hangover cure. He'll give you instructions, and that's pretty much it. When you're making the hangover cure, make sure that you don't drink the chocolate milk and put the snape grass in it. There you go. All good. Alright, so after you sneak inside the mourner's holding place, one of these barrels has a key in it. I think it's this one. Yeah, so we got a small key, so we should be able to good to go downstairs now. Yeah, and you can see Elena's being held down here in a prison. And long story short, when you talk to her, you find out that she was over here helping the whole time, and that she was taking some samples back to analyze the plague to start trying to find a cure. And when she tried to leave the city, someone knocked her out, kidnapped her, and threw her down here in the cell. So the plot's getting a little bit more different than what we've been told. After you rescue her, though, that pretty much wraps up the quest, and you get a pretty fat chunk of mining XP. So I'll see you at the end of the quest. Alright, there's the end of the quest. You do have to complete it by coming back down into the sewers and talking to Edmund. Um, yeah, that brings us up to level 16 mining, which is pretty nice. And make sure you keep the gas mask in your bank for future quests. You also get this magic scroll, which when you're level 51 magic will let you teleport to Ardone. Not really useful in modern RuneScape. An old school, pretty good spell, but now we can just use the lodestones. Alright, so next up we'd like to get some crafting experience. Um, So we'll probably do the observatory quest, which is a really short and easy quest. But you do need a couple of things. You need some planks, some molten glass, and a bronze bar. Probably also bring some anti-poison. So if you still have any of that left from when we did the jungle potion on Karamja, then now would be a good time to bring it with you. I mean, you should have at least like a dose or two left. Um, So yeah, I'm gonna go get all those things and I'll be back. Okay, so we went up to 17 mining, getting a little bit of bronze. I figured we go ahead and make our ore box while we're here, which lets you store 100 tin and bronze, or copper, I mean. And we also got our first geode. So yay, open that, find an opal. Be useful for some low level jewelry, as long as we don't break it. And we broke it. Ta-da! Oh, that sucks. Oh well. So to make molten glass, you need two things. The first thing you need is sand. And if you're not sure where to get sand, the easiest place, in my opinion, is to teleport to Yanil, run right here and grab some out of the sand. If for some reason you don't have the Yanil lodestone, you can go to Port Sarum, and right here on this little peninsula, it's all made of sand. There should be a pile of sand there. You can get some in a bucket. Alright, so we'll get this. So the second thing you need is soda ash. And the person who sold us the rope previously also should sell us a lot of seaweed, which you can cook on a range. Oh no, he's out actually. Oh, that sucks. Let me find a different place to get it then. So another option available to us is if you teleport to Catherby, this little fishing village right here. There's a general store owner here. If you open up his regular shop, you'll notice he doesn't have any seaweed. But if you talk to him through dialogue, he'll let you know that he has pineapples for sale and seaweed. And you can actually buy it in noted quantities of 80. So we'll take 80 because you never know when we'll need more for soda ash or other things. After you've got your seaweed, you're just going to put that on a range and cook it to make soda ash. And then you'll put those two together to make molten glass. So I'll see you once we got that. Quick aside, if you're just in case you're a new player, once you've got your soda ash and your bucket of sand, you need to come to a furnace, and then down here under casting metals and glass, that's where you'll make the molten glass. Okay. Okay. So last, what we need are some planks. Um, just some information. Again, if you're a new player, normally what you can do is chop down some trees and get some logs. And once you have your logs, let's just take these instead because they're closer. Any day now. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. There we go. My belief was rewarded. So you would take your logs, and for 100 gold, over here in Varrock at the lumber yard, you would turn your log into planks. But we want to save money. So instead, we're going to run all the way up here to a place called Barbarian Outpost. Jesus. And 4 planks will actually spawn right here, free of charge. So that's what we're going to do. I will see you after we have some planks. Alright, so once you have everything you need, you're going to teleport to Yanil, right down here, and you can either run west or east up to this place called Clock Tower. Right? And inside the clock tower, you'll learn... Holy crap, it's dark in here. You'll learn that there is a telescope that needs repairing. And that's what we made all these little parts for. Plank. We didn't need that many planks, but we got them anyways. Bronze bar, and the molten glass to repair the telescope. And I ran the wrong way, but what are you gonna do? Oh, can I not get in through this door? Thought that I could. Perhaps not. Oh, okay. Duh. It's over here. I couldn't see the door because the little icon right there was like on top of it. But I finally found it. Stay in school, kids. It's really dark in here. Can't see anything. Okay. Brother Kojo, what's up, man? So he's like, hey, this clock tower's not working. Oh, wait. Is this the right... No, this is the wrong quest. We don't want to do clock tower. We want to do the observatory quest. Hold on. Where is the observatory? You guys, I am so old and out of touch with everything. Okay, well, I'll find it eventually, and when I do, I'll be back. So I can hear you guys like screaming at me through your screens right now. The observatory is literally right here. Big white letters, observatory. Good job. Good job, me. Well, at least you know I'm keeping it real, because this is how I am. I'm just a hot mess. Maybe not a hot mess, just a mess. So we're gonna run over there. We're gonna dodge all these arrows that are flying through this battlefield, because we're just that awesome. And once we get to the observatory, then we can start the observatory quest. So now that we've arrived at the observatory without any hiccups or problems whatsoever, we can finally start the quest by talking to the professor. And you'll basically just give him all these ingredients, and he'll be like, "Oh, by the way, I need you to find the mold for the lens, and you'll have to run. Basically, let me show you. Once we get done talking to this guy. In fact, let me just show you now. Yeah, whatever. Be quiet. So right over here, in these three little buildings, there's some goblins there. And you just run over there, chug a piece of, chug a swig of your super anti-poison. Oh my god, I cannot talk, you guys. And you just go downstairs, go through like a little dungeon maze, and there's chests all over the place, and you gotta find a goblin kitchen key. Then you just go into the kitchen, grab the lens mold, and then come back. And I will come back to the video once we've done all that. Also, just a little FYI, in case you didn't have any anti-poison, apparently a little swig of super anti-poison spawns right here, which is a little better than regular anti-poison. It removes poison, and it lasts for 6 minutes instead of 3, which is pretty cool. Okay, so after you search like 20 different chests, you'll finally find the kitchen key. So run over to the goblin kitchen, and inside you'll find the mold, as previously mentioned, and then just run back up to the professor. Alright, so once you make it back to the professor, he gives you the glass that you made before back. You're just going to use the mold on the glass, and there you go, a little lens. So you'll give it to him, you'll put it back in the telescope, and then your account will actually get a random astronomical sign, and if you identify it correctly, you'll get a little prize. And the prize itself actually changes depending on what constellation you get. Yeah. So we're going to head over to the dome, and I'll show you my constellation once we get there. So to get to the observatory, you have to go back into the goblin dungeon. And once you're in, you can basically just click right in this area. If you have a longer draw distance, you'll see the little staircase over there. I'm not sure how well you guys can see it on YouTube. Alright, so we're finally getting to look through the telescope ourselves. And you can see all the beautiful shiny stars. And this is actually going to be the Virgo constellation. Which means that we will get... Pretty sure that gives us an uncut sapphire. Which isn't terrible. We can use the sapphire for a lot of jewelry. It's not amazing, but we'll take it. And I think you can even give them the wrong answer if you want a different prize, but you know, whatever. And you also get a specific amount of experience according to what astrological sign that you picked. And there we go. Get an XP lamp. It used to be whatever you picked. No, actually, it still does. Yeah, so it's still a defense XP lamp. But yeah, it gives you a pretty good chunk of XP for just running around and not really doing anything. And that should put us pretty good up on our crafting level. There's 14 defense. Not terrible. And 14 crafting. Which opens up a good many more quests for us. And I think we can start making some decent magic armor. Yeah, not great, but decent. Okay. Well, I think that's enough questing for me for the day, so I'll see you guys next time. Take care.